Last secret, okay? It's the last, but it's not the least important. Okay, secret number 3, guys. We got to predict our profits. Okay, we got to know how to get a clear picture between sales and what work has been awarded to have a balance. Have you ever experienced where it's like a teeter totter? Like, I remember when I had my contracting business, and same as all those other nice individuals I shared with you. Too much work, not enough work. Too much work, not enough work. Right? It's because we're not being proactive and making strategic decisions. Look, you can play your business like X's and O's, okay? Like the skill set to do X's and O's is pretty easy, right? You can do it like checkers. That's a little more skill set, but it's still pretty easy. Or you can play it like a game of chess. I think you're here to play it like a game of chess, right? Get an unfair advantage over your competition. That's what we're here tonight to talk about. You've got to be able to predict your profits. If you keep on dealing with this teeter-totter effect, it's because you're being reactive to how you make your decisions, okay? So we got to stop that. So how do we go about doing that? The very first thing, guys, you've got to get up is called a sales board. Simple board, easy to use. I call it a sales to profit board, okay? The next thing that we got to look at is we've got to make sure that we've got a board up. And when I say board, I'm talking about a whiteboard, costs you less than the case of beer. And it's called the Progress to Profit Board. We need to balance between how many opportunities we have, guys, all these requests for quotes, and how much work we have. Why? Because if we don't look at how much work we have, if you're on this call and you've got like a month's worth of work, and you got these quotes coming in, how in God's name, if you don't have this visibility of both, can you actually know which quotes that you can even quote from a capacity perspective? I mean, how many times did I ever quote a job? And I was like, all excited that I landed it, only to find out that I'm short 5 guys. And I'm like, holy shit, now I got a problem, right? So guys, you've got to make sure that you've got this, okay? You got to have a sales board up. This enables you to have the visibility of what opportunities, like that deck of cards. Progress to Profit Board is all about making sure that you got a list. This is a template that you guys can get, a template on how to create this whiteboard. Yes, you can turn some of this into spreadsheets, but I personally like to go with the easy things first. The hell of a lot easier taking this template, putting a whiteboard up, and putting it into action. I mean, all of the people that work with Profit Contractors that are part of our family, they attribute at least a 10+% increase in their profits in just putting up these whiteboards because they're able to make better decisions. Okay, guys? All right. As an example, here's Rick and Dave, right? These guys systemize how they run their jobs at every phase. And these guys were able to, because they're able to look at the progress of their jobs, whether or not they were progressing the profit or not. Look, have you ever gotten to the end of a job, and maybe this just happened last week or last month or today, and you're like, man, I wonder if I made any money on that job. Guys, seriously, you don't play the game of baseball, even if we were just playing around, hacking it. You don't play a game of hockey, even if we're playing a game of shinny, and not look at the scoreboard in every moment throughout the first period, second period, and third period. Guys, don't wait until the end of your job to wonder whether or not you're profitable. You need to track your jobs. You need to have a process for doing that, because if you don't and the job is done, guess what? You have no ability to change it. But just like hockey, if it's the first period and we're down by 1 or down by 2, we might change some things. We might take some people off the ice, put somebody new on, might make some different plays, right? To do what? To win the game, okay? To get back on track. The same thing needs to happen with all of your jobs, okay, guys? They were losing $10,000 a month, okay? They were barely even making 10% net profit. So what does that mean, guys? If this company was only making 10% net profit, they were losing $10,000 a month. Get ready. Hope you're sitting down. They would have to bring in $100,000 worth of sales just to cover the loss of $10,000. And that $100,000 in extra sales would just be paying off the loss. They wouldn't be making any money. So if you've ever wondered, how the hell is it that I'm working so hard, I've got more sales, I got more guys, I got more crews, I'm putting all this extra time, and I'm not making any money? It's freaking a gong show. It seems like the busier I get, it's just hell on wheels. Okay? This is one of the major problems. People think that just losing $500 here, $1,000 there, is nothing. Guys, it's exponential because the amount of sales you have to get to pay for the loss is huge, okay? So these guys were able to put the plugs in the leak, in their bucket of profit. They're plugging those leaks in their bucket of profit so they could actually start making money with the work they have. And this is why it's critical, guys. My last little point, okay, on this one is we need to optimize before we maximize. I even accept, if somebody came off this call and said, hey, Andrew, I want to increase sales. I'm like, hey, man, I'm not going to help you increase sales unless we know you're making money with the jobs you got now. Make sense? Okay? Right. Okay? Last thing we need is, be able to, one of the worst things is enthusiastically going in the wrong direction, right? So let's traffic like this, guys, in just a second here. You got to be able to forecast your growth. That's what these two allow you to do. Okay, so let's get this baby traffic lighted. Okay, are you red? All right, are you yellow? Where are you at? Okay, red, yellow, or green. You got it by now. You know what red is. It means we don't have these things in place. Yellow is we got some of them. We can do them. Not systemized. Others can't use it. Green is we got this thing nailed, and we know that we can forecast our growth because here's how this works. We've now finished going through this recipe. Forecasting your growth allows you to do what? It allows you to then start working on, hey, if I'm growing this much, does my break even change? That's a great question. If you don't get this right, what will happen is that, okay, cracks will cause crevices, okay? Little weaknesses will cause disasters because we're feeding more problems into the recipe. When you get this right, you can then start predicting, hey, if my sales are going up or my costs are going up or going down, I can be more competitive, right? I can be able to land more jobs, and make more profits because I'm leveraging my forecast and, the ability to price jobs profitably to my advantage, okay? Guys, get this unfair advantage, okay? So secret number 3, we just covered off, is predicting your profits, guys. Like there are quick wins that you guys can apply in less than 48 hours that we just covered off right now, okay? Super quick wins that we covered off, okay? You can get a copy of the success of others and really take the same things that they do and apply it, right? Don't go with the approach of like trial by error. It's one of the worst things you could ever do, okay? Guys, and only 2 hours a week needed, okay, to truly become a great business owner, to get on the path of doing that. So here we go. When I'm looking at your genius model, it probably looks a little bit like this, okay? Most of what we got tonight is even worse than what this is, okay? But that's okay, because you've gotten this far. We've got to turn these into greens. That's what we've got to do. And there's a way to do that, all right? Remember what I said earlier. You've got a lot of insight tonight, all right? And we are on this pathway to becoming this champion CEO. That's what we're after, and that's where we're going. Now, with that being said, you might feel like you've been hit by a fire hose of information tonight. That's good news. Okay? If you're feeling a little bit like anxiety, a little bit like, oh man, there's a lot of stuff. It is a lot of stuff. Who's kidding who? Okay? It is a lot of stuff, but if you do things in the right order and one step at a time and you get the right plan and the right support, you can nail this, guys, okay? Just one strategy at a time. So, with that being said, you're not alone. So, we talked about the calibration call. The calibration call is going to help you tweak some things. But for those of you that really want to take your business to the next level, have the tools that you can leverage, what we've put together specifically for you guys tonight is what's called the 6-phase profit plan, okay? It's a profit plan accelerator. It literally accelerates your ability to make profit. Because, look at, we covered off just pricing jobs profitably tonight. There's a lot more to running your business than that. We've got to be able to, have a business plan so we know what it is we're trying to achieve and where we're going. I mean, how many of you guys on this call actually have a business plan? Now, I'm not talking about a business plan to take to the bank. I'm talking about a plan where you know where you're going, you know where you're at in your contracting company, so you know that the strategies that you're applying are specific to you, not just on quoting, but on everything. Okay, from being able to hire people to being able to ensure that your jobs are being ran properly, and the list goes on and on. So the first thing, the first phase is the business plan. So it gives us a guide of where we want to go. That enables us to be able to default our calendar and know where we got to start putting our time so that we can start not just getting our time back, but be getting more value from our time. All right. Next phase is about filtering bad clients. Remember we talked about that. We got to filter out these bad clients before we look at, even phase 4, which is all about keeping the clients we have. Remember we talked about you got to take care of your Class A clients first, right? Before we even look at landing great clients, we got to get rid of let's call it the viruses that's in our business that are taking up way too much of our time and taking away too much of our bank account and the money in it. So phase 4 is all about keeping and landing great clients. It's super key. Phase 5 is all about making sure your jobs are profitable, okay? Now, when I say making sure your jobs are profitable, guys, it's all about making sure that the jobs are ran profitably, okay? That they're quoted profitably. And the last phase is all about doing what? Well, we got control of our time. We've kept the Class A clients we've got. We've landed some more. Awesome. We've quoted profitably. We've ran the jobs profitably because we've got all the tools to do that. Now what? You got to make sure you got a system to get your money off the street, right? So this is the 6-phase profit plan accelerator. Let's get in behind the scenes to know exactly what does this course look like and what does it do for you guys. All right, let's do that right now. So like I said, guys, this is an online video course. 65 plus videos are included. They're broken down into these 6 key phases with 20 plus downloadable resources that you guys can take, put your logo on it, use it like within minutes of getting it in your hands. Look, guys, this thing is valued at over $9,000, okay? This is involved thousands of hours, tons of my time. These are proven strategies, but I'm not gonna sell this to you guys for that kind of price because you've stuck around. I'm gonna give you guys the benefit. Because you've given me time, I'm gonna give you guys back something. So normally to the public it's $14.97. For you guys, it's gonna be one payment of $11.97 or 3 payments of $4.27 to really help you guys with your cash flow if that's something that you need some help with, okay? So let's go behind the scenes. I gotta show you guys this. This is like my life's work, guys. Behind the scenes. Let's take a look at each of these phases. I wanna go under the hood with you to share with you exactly what you're going to get out of this and how this is going to change your contracting business. So guys, phase 1 is super, super important. You're going to get a tool called the Contractor's Ladder of Success. It's going to enable you guys to identify exactly where you are with your contracting business, okay? Just like an apprenticeship, we've got different phases. Example, first term apprenticeship, second term apprenticeship, and so on and so forth. You want to identify where you're at in this Contractor's Ladder of Success. It allows you to check off these items so that you know exactly what you've got working, what you don't have working, so you know where to start and what you've got to do. This enables you to create an amazing game plan. The benefit of this is that when you know where you're going, from here on in, we can focus in on the strategies that are going to help you get to where you've got to go. And the best part is when you have a game plan, you can get your team then to support your vision and help you achieve your goals of where it is you want to take your contracting business. I mean, ask yourself this question. Does your team know where you're trying to take your business? Do you even know? And if you don't, the problem is you're never going to get there if you don't know where the hell it is you're trying to go. So phase 1 is going to dial it in. It's going to give you the focus that you need, which is going to allow us to move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is about controlling your time. Like I said, now that we've got clarity of where it is that we're going, now what we can do is we can get clear on where we got to put our time. One of the things that we're going to give you, let's look at this, is called the Monday morning meeting, okay? A Monday morning meeting, we're going to break down exactly for you what is the agenda, guys, of your Monday morning meeting with the crews, okay? When we're looking at the Monday morning meeting, it's all about setting up your week for success, okay? You got 52 weeks in the year. Either you're making profits, your guys know what they're doing, you need to make sure that on Monday, everybody's set up for success, okay? We use then what's called the Friday reflection meeting. So Monday and Friday, we are setting the game plan. Now think about this. Imagine leaving on a Friday and you've set the game plan for the following week. Imagine going on the weekend and being at peace to know what it is that you've got to do. Okay? Now, beyond just that, beyond just giving you these agendas and specifics around, what you've got to do to get time mastery, we are going to go into getting you to master progressing your jobs to profit. Remember we talked about that in the presentation? We're going to give you the template. You're going to know exactly what you're going to do to ensure that your jobs are progressing to profit. That's phase number 2. Okay? Phase number 3. Let's keep rocking. Phase number 3, you're going to have the tool to rate the different clients that you have. Okay? Within minutes, you're going to be able to focus in on identifying who are the clients that you've got to get rid of, so that we have a rating system, guys. Within minutes, you're going to be able to know who it is you got to get rid of. Better clients mean a better environment for you, means better profits, means better cash flow, okay? And it starts with identifying who it is we got to get rid of. Phase 4, guys, is amazing because what you get out of phase 4 is you start to be able to land great clients, okay? You start to be able to never miss a quote. You start to be able to get control back. You start going from chaos to control. And we've got strategies in here. This one here is having a sales team that's not on your payroll. I mean, wouldn't it be amazing that you had a whole bunch of people that were out looking out for your best interest, helping you get more work, by giving you guys referrals and you giving them referrals. Okay, this is called strategic alliances. We're going to get into how to build a sales team that's not on your payroll. Okay, a lot of our clients have benefited by hundreds of thousands of dollars just with that one strategy alone. Now, when we look at this, one of the other areas that we want to focus in on when we're looking at landing great clients is your reputation matters, guys. You know your reputation matters, but how do you get your reputation to actually matter for you? Well, one of the key things we want to do is we want to give you guys a tool that allows you, a client feedback form that allows you every step along the way to have your employees rated, to give you these clients the opportunity to give you more business. Now, what a better way than to leverage your time by getting your clients to do the heavy lifting and rating your own team and giving you more business. Wouldn't that be awesome, okay? This is a proven strategy to do that. Phase number 5, right? We're landing these and attracting these great Class A clients. We've got to make sure we're pricing these jobs profitably every single time. Now, we've touched on some of these areas, but this is an amazing tool. We've got like 5 or 6 tools in just this phase alone. We're going to be able to give you guys what's called the Pricing for Profits calculator. So you got that guide that we touched on, so you know exactly what the red zone is. We know what the green zone, we know what the yellow zone is, so you're never quoting a job again unless it's actually profitable. Okay? Next, guys, we've priced these jobs, we've attracted Class A clients, we know where our time is, we've got a game plan. What do we got to look at next? We've got to make sure these projects are ran properly, profitably, okay? And one of the key things we do is that there's a great tool here called the Job Site Cheat Sheet. You guys are going to be able to, just like we audited your quoting process tonight, we're going to audit your jobs. You're going to know the different phases. You can see here with this tool, there's 3 different phases. There's the pre-start, there's the run, there's the finish. Okay, think about how many opportunities that we have here to increase your profits. We talked about 20 tools. All the tools are available in this one place, right? I mean, from the filtering fast to being able to read your P&L statement, your financials, to being able to, know what your quoting checklist should be. All these tools are here. More than 20 tools are here. And as a bonus, we've included the Vault, which has got like between 5 and 6 hours of our best training. Okay, these webinars like you've been on tonight are best trainings. Like I said, guys, once you get inside the members area, you guys are going to be able to see, that you can get access to these courses, these, bonus trainings. All these tools are downloadable. You can put them into your computer, print them out, modify them, make them yours, okay? Listen, I get it. This is not cheap. Look, good things aren't cheap, and cheap things are never good. When deciding on creating the Profit Plan Accelerator, like we were faced with one of 2 choices, right? The first choice was to create a solution that catered to as many people in the marketplace as possible. You're familiar with this approach because it's basically what everybody else does. We could figure out how to give you the bare minimum you need to succeed in an attempt to control costs for us, to make the investment as easy as possible on your part.
The second option we had was to not start at price, but focus on value. If we wanted to put every advantage we could in your favor, to make sure that your success was inevitable, they're on the side of, giving you too much value, but it'd be impossible for anything other than success to show up in your life. What would that look like? That's what we asked ourselves. But the problem with this approach is it immediately turns off the market, who only care about price and not about results. But can you see what type of advantage that gives us? We can truly engineer a one-of-a-kind solution that you can't get anywhere else from anyone else, because we started with the question of what would it take to succeed, for you to succeed. Devoted all of our resources to answering that question and then figured out how to get it to you in the most economical way possible. Look, this offer isn't for the hobbyist or the person who only has a slight desire to run a successful contracting company. This is for serious individuals, man, who won't let price get in the way of freedom from all the problems that come with not having proven strategies and tactics. Yes, what we have today costs a little more, but guys, in return, we can give you a lot more. And isn't that what's most important? Look, I promise you, when you click the link somewhere on your screen and join the members area, you guys are going to see the difference for yourself. Now, for those of you that haven't signed up yet and know that you can make a financial investment in this without even a sweat, the concern for you is going to be about time. That's right, time. Your real question, because it ain't about money, is that it's about time. You see, money can be replenished, guys, but a minute gone is gone forever. You want to know if, in addition to the monetary investment, what's required of your time? If that's your question, here's what I know about you. The first thing I know is that you can make time for things that are worthwhile. In fact, you are here right now, right now, over an hour into this webinar. So I know that you have some time. Do you have enough time? Well, time is the only thing that is given out equally to each and every one in this world. Did you know there is nothing else so evenly and fairly distributed as time? It's a fact. It's not how much time you have. It's what you do with the time that you have that matters. That's what really matters. So here's what I want you to do. If I can show you how to do this and save time, actually have more free time than you currently do, would you sign up then? Here's what I want you to do. Mentally, I want you to begin making a list of 5 things. I said 5 things you do consistently to try to scale and manage your contracting company. Do that right now. 5 things. Next, I want you to order them from the most effective to the least effective. Number 1 is the most effective thing that's helping you move your business forward. Number 5 is the least effective thing. Okay, say it again. Number 5 on the bottom of your list is the least effective thing. Okay, allowing you to move forward. Okay, do you see number 5? You see number 5? Right. Now I want you to take a big red mental marker. I want you to cross that sucker out. You're going to cross out number 5. And in its place, you're going to put the Profit Plan Accelerator. Because what you're doing right now ain't cutting it, man. If you knew for certain, if you knew you could get more profits, for certain you get more time, and really get this business of yours running how you want it, not me, but you, would you wake up 15 minutes earlier 5 days a week and go to bed 15 minutes later? Would you? Well, congratulations. That's all you need to get started. To get started is what is going to happen. Click on the link or the button somewhere here. Join the members area right now, because this is really about saving you time. And don't forget to use the code INSIDER at the checkout to get your $300 savings for being on this webinar with me. Okay, guys? Habits, even ones that work against you, are hard to change, aren't they? That's why you've been struggling with running and scaling your contracting business despite your best attempts to solve it on your own. If we're being honest, okay, let's be honest, this one webinar right here is unlikely to forge new, more empowering habits in your life to get you to take the right actions and following a proven plan. even if you make progress based upon what we discussed today, chances are it will be temporary. Look, willpower usually doesn't take you very far, guys. And your old habits, you know what, will creep back in and you'll end up right where you started, if not further behind. If you're serious about true, everlasting change in your habits, so you can truly get your business to be the vehicle that pays for your freedom instead of taking it away from you, you're going to need repeated exposure in an environment where everything, right down to the last detail, has been designed to hardwire success in your life and your business. That's what we've done with this video course and community of contractors that you get access to. That's why I'm so passionate about getting you started today down a new path, a better path of getting control of that chaos, right? That I know most contractors are in and start having fun again and making some real money. You know, are you ready for that? Okay, then head over right now to the link below to join us in the members area now. Okay, look, if you're still here with me, I want you to think about your first day in high school. That's right, first day in high school. It's the first class. You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to learn. Your teacher, walking in, drops a textbook on your desk and says, "Read this. I'll be back at the end of the semester to give you your finals." Yeah, did it feel like that sometimes, guys? I know it did for me. This happens with your next class and every class that follows. Picture that. If that were the case, you would not be on this webinar today because you'd still be struggling to graduate. Information is power. It's a fact. But on its own, it's not enough. You need more than just information. You need tools. You need community. You need accountability. You need me alongside you if you're going to make it happen. And once you make the first step, by joining us in the members area at the link below, I'll immediately take you by the hand and we'll walk the first steps together and then some more. If you still haven't signed up yet, you're faced with one of two decisions to make today. The first decision is the easiest. Just do nothing. Don't take a leap of faith. Don't invest in the Profit Plan Accelerator. And just settle for what you have now and get what you've always gotten. Question: how's that been working out for you? Your second choice is to pony up the small investment today. And yes, I said small because that's what it is when you compare it to all the value, man, that you're going to get in return. Just give it a shot. If it works for you, keep it. If not, I'll give you your money back. I'll actually buy it from you. Either way, you've invested in yourself. You've made you a priority. And I have only seen people better off as a result of that. So, do nothing, get nothing, or get started by joining us in the members area from the link below. That's all for today. Thanks for attending, guys. I'll talk to you soon.